Welcome. This is a brief walkthrough EMT 501 assessment item number 2, which is your ePortfolio task. So your ePortfolio task is going to demonstrate your learning of all of the subject outcomes for this particular subject. This, what you can see on screen right now, is directly from your subject outline. What I want to bring your attention to firstly is that these these 5 areas, but the 3 in the middle, the key learnings, explicit, student-centered learning experience and discussions, don't have to be approached in individual contributions to your portfolio. They can be interwoven throughout. The note here is that you might approach a key belief in relation to a learning experience, or likewise you might explore a discussion post in relation to a learning experience that you've had along the way. So don't feel that you need to have key learnings, your learning experiences and discussion posts in 3 separate areas. Ideally, your key learnings are going to be evidenced through your entire portfolio. So each of your portfolio submissions is expected to be about 500 words. So overall, you'll have about 3,500 words for your entire portfolio. So CSU provides PebblePad as its ePortfolio toolset, but there's no requirement for you to use PebblePad, and I will actually say from the onset, it is better that you choose a medium that you would like to explore or are likely to use outside of CSU student life. This will give you some on-the-job training, if you will. Also, the note here is that reflections don't need to be the focus of successful integration or implementation of technologies for learning. It might be a reflection of a key learning that you have or a key belief that you have that's a result of where technology may have failed you, or an example is perhaps a task or an activity that you've made surrounding or integrating the use of a certain technology becomes convoluted, and upon reflection you can see that it didn't actually add any value to a task. So that is a more than appropriate reflection. You don't have to just talk about how technology is wonderful and it always works. You'll note on screen now that the submission dates are here. Now, when you submit your final portfolio on October 9, this will be what is used to give you an overall grade. I urge you to stick to this schedule, and you can still submit through EASTs. You just resubmit for each one of these key dates. But if in doing this, it allows me to give you feedback as you are going through your learning journey. So I can give you feedback that might change the way you deliver, or might encourage you to include, more references, what have you. But this is a valuable opportunity for you to receive feedback before your final grading that comes after October 9. Moving into your rubric now, what makes your presentation structure and style exemplary, creative and imaginative? Now, this would be integration of various mediums and modes of technology yourself. So you might consider using a screencast or an audio cast, supplementing with videos as well as images and your text. You might include infographics, but you're using a range of technologies to show that you understand the purpose of an ePortfolio after, say, a static word processing document, okay? So it's about integrating as many forms of technology and media to show that you understand their purpose and benefits. Of course, excellent use of well-constructed language as well that shows your understanding of the content. Looking at your student-centered learning experiences, what is insightful and analytical explanation of them? Well, you're considering the learning objectives that you have set for a specific task, and considering the tool that you've used. What are the affordances of it? What does it give that other tools or technologies don't give? And what makes it quality? So an insightful analysis looks at these things, and analysis always means that you might complicate the information as well. And of course, you're also showing analysis when you include quality references from academics and peer-reviewed sources that say, this is a great technology for this particular experience because of this. So in considering the key learnings that you'll show throughout, so your key beliefs are drawn from content topics. So why do you believe what you believe from your key learning? Is there anyone that supports you? What's the relationship to theory? And that the learning artifacts that you include somehow enhance this analysis, so they either show support or they're used meaningfully in some way. Finally, your forum contributions. So one, you're showing a high level of engagement with topics, but more importantly, they are highly effective and sustained. So what we're expecting is to see some referenced ideas, connections to theory, or some kind of stimulus that you find within the topics, and that you build on each other's ideas or challenge them in some way. In professional forums, not everyone agrees with everyone, and there are professional ways to address conflicting ideas. So it can be done articulately and in a way that builds each other up as a community of learners. Obviously, what I hope outside of this particular assessment is that you do this in a genuine way that supports authentic learning while, as I alluded to before, in an on-the-job type context. So I hope you enjoy this assessment experience using ePortfolios as both a formative and summative assessment task. As well as this, I really hope that you engage and enjoy the interactivity that this subject offers. If you need any more help, please don't be afraid to email. If I don't hear from you there, I will see you all on the discussion boards.